Jaria Digital tells you many different stories of the world. The love story about a miracle. Rosa met Juan when she was 15 years old. She was raised in a poor family, but Rosa loved her parents and siblings very much. She left school voluntarily to make money for her family. When she worked at a big restaurant, she met Juan. Juan was 17 years old when he saw Rosa. His family was one of the richest families in Davao City. Juan's great-grandparents opened a small restaurant in the city 50 years ago. It grew into a big restaurant. So at that time his parents owned several different businesses. Rosa was very skinny and short. She never thought she was beautiful, but she was always positive for her life and her family. And she was smart enough to be hired even though she was a little girl. She was a restaurant helper at first. She soon became an assistant bookkeeper. Juan was the only one child in his family. His father had a plan for him. When Juan graduated from high school, Juan's father would send him to the USA to study business administration. Juan had to inherit the family business and make it bigger. It was a rainy day. It kept raining from morning to the afternoon. When Juan entered the restaurant, there was a little girl at the cash counter. The little girl didn't know who Juan was, but she was very polite and had a beautiful smile. It was the moment that Juan fell in love with her. Rosa was never interested in a man. Her life was too busy to think of love. Even though she didn't finish high school, she kept studying English alone after work. So she didn't sleep much. But she was very happy to work at the restaurant because she can support her family. When Juan entered the restaurant on that rainy day, she had a crush on him. He was a tall and handsome guy, and he had such a sweet voice. But Rosa hid her own feelings and served him as a customer. Later she knew Juan was the son of her boss. The restaurant was busy all the time. That was a good excuse for Juan. He went to the restaurant to help its management every night. And his love for Rosa was getting bigger and bigger. Rosa was also falling in love with him. So they became lovers after 1 month. It was a hopeless love. He had to go to the USA and study business administration. But they were not falling out of their love. They didn't expect a miracle. Instead of the miracle, they made a plan for their lives. Juan promised her that he would get a full scholarship. After 1 year, since Juan left for the USA, he sent money to Rosa. It was his tuition fee. His parents didn't know he had the full scholarship. As their plan, Rosa went to Manila to study accounting at Polytechnic University of the Philippines. Even though it was a long-distance love, their love was getting deeper and deeper. Every day they wrote a letter like a diary and then they sent them to each other once every 3 months. After 10 years, they got married. Juan was an MBA and Rosa was an accountant. When Rosa had her first daughter Amy, she went into a coma. Since then Rosa had been in a coma for 10 years. But Juan took care of her every day. He never gave up hope. His life was not easy to take care of Rosa, Amy, and his business at the same time. But he was happy with Amy. She was a lovely daughter who took care of her mother every day. And Juan's business was getting bigger and bigger. And then finally Rosa was awake when Amy became 10 years old. After Juan and Rosa went to heaven, Amy is running Juan's business in Davao City. She is eager to help poor students. She has sent many smart students to Polytechnic University of the Philippines in Manila. She always thinks of her parents whenever she has a tough time. Love is a miracle. We will deliver a variety of issues and knowledge around the world. Thank you for watching Jaria Digital.